Magic the Gathering players, this is Anditesh Ordo, and today I'm doing a video on the Magic the Gathering Ixalan September 6th spoiler release. So right off the bat, let me make sure I have it refreshed, because it's always great to have it refreshed once, because you never know when another card will just pop out of nowhere. Nope, okay, none popped out of nowhere. So I'm going to go over some of the new cards. There's quite a few. There's 5 reprints that have been in standard in the last 10 years, and then there was one reprint that hasn't been in standard for a bit longer than that, and that's not even in modern, so we will share it. So the first one is Spell Pierce. 1 blue for a counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. This one is really unique. I forget which set it was recently in. I just to be honest, I don't do scripts, so with my videos I just, go at it, because I prefer to kind of improvise in a way. And yeah, Spell Pierce is a really interesting card to say. It'll definitely be standard playable, modern playable, constructed, limited. It's already in modern, but it's being brought back, and some players are probably going to like that to counteract some crazy decks that happen in standard. So welcome back. The next one, I'm not going to pronounce it because it's in a different language. Holy cow. It really tells you language differences on this earth. It's really interesting. Like, all of those wordings on top of the card is Twilight Stalker. It's like, how do you get that out of that word? It's so weird. Like, unless it's like split into 4 or 5 different, words. I don't know. By the way, this is the Skywalker. I don't know if you want to call it Luke or Anakin, but it's a Skywalker of Magic the Gathering. That is kind of interesting. I just barely noticed that as I was reading it. I don't know if anyone in the comments mentioned that, but no Twilight was mentioned on a vampire card. They're all focused on the Twilight part. They're not focused on, what the heck, it's a Skywalker. It must be Skywalker family. So why isn't this card like a rare, mythic, legendary? But yeah, that one is, so basically it's a 1-white vampire cleric flying, target attacking vampire gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So it's limited, casual play, nothing more. It might see some standard, but I highly doubt it, unless they actually make a really good mono white vampire deck. That would be weird, especially in modern. If they get to the point where they do mono white vampires, that'll be the day. That'll be the day, which we're pretty close to it. So now we have a new dinosaur. It is Rigasar Alpha, 5 mana for 4/4. Other dinosaurs you control have haste, and whenever Alpha enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. So right off the bat, they create a token that's a bit better than the 3/3 beasts, because beasts don't have trample, which you think they would, but it's whatever. So this is going to be really good in standard. Being able to go turn 5 after this, go turn 6, you play a bigger spell and a bigger dinosaur and get to haste in if this doesn't get killed. So that's great. That's great. So standard playable, maybe modern viable. I don't know. We'll find out when when the millions of players out there decide to deck test and see how it goes. The next one is Opt. 1 blue for scry 1 and draw a card. So I was looking it up. Boom. This card was last seen in Invasion block. Ever since then, it's not been in standard or modern. So it's one of those cards that has been reprinted and is now... It's a good thing I noticed it too, because usually it's a 1 mana instant. It's not as good as Serum Visions or Preordain, or even, of course, Brainstorm. But it's still a really good card. There's some modern players out there that are excited for this card, and it doesn't look too bad. And it's going to do some things different. Like, I personally would I would kind of possibly pick this card over, oh, what's that card? Sleight of Hand. I know Sleight of Hand goes 2 cards in. This one only goes 1, maybe 2. But the fact that this is an instant speed that allows you to scribe, put the card on the bottom, and then draw a card is really insane. Unless you want the card on top, then you keep it. So yeah, it's definitely going to be played in Standard for sure. And then Modern, yeah. The next card is Slice and Twine, another reprint. And it's okay. It's okay. It'll be a limited all-star. Destroy an artifact or enchantment. The card draw is really, it's kind of holding this card up. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't mind seeing a version of this maybe with 3 mana, but Slice and Twine, I like the name Slice and Twine, and I like the art, but that's it, really. But for the most part, yes. Slice and Twine, 4 mana, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and draw a card. So, I don't see it being played in Standard. If so, it may be a one-of. Wow, I am spilling my water as I drink it. Duress. Target opponent reveals his or her hand, and you choose a non-creature online card, and, it's discarded. So this is already a Modern, Legacy, and all that, so they're just bringing it back to help with some deck controlling, which I'm sure they'll probably eventually add it to the core sets, but we'll find out, real soon. So that's when 2018 brings out their core sets. That'd be a while from now. But yeah, it's still good. The next one is Stormfleet Aerialist, 2 mana, 1/2 flying pirate. I will say, pirates in this set is really interesting, especially since this year we also got the newest Pirates of the Caribbean, Ted Mantell No Tales. I finally got to watch it, because when you have a family and you don't have a babysitter to watch kids that would, be really loud in a theater, you just have to unfortunately wait. And that's what I did with the recent Guardians of the Galaxy. But Pirates is really interesting. I will say, go watch Pirates of the Caribbean. It's, I like all 5 movies. And it makes me kind of want to think about doing a I don't think I will do a Versus series, but I think it'd be kind of fun to do or see someone do a Versus series on, the captains and their crew and their ship, of which ships would be, like the cursed Black Pearl when Barbossa and the crew was cursed, that kind of thing. But yeah, Pirates coming back is really interesting. So, and they may or may not have thought of doing that to be a nod off to Pirates of the Caribbean, but who knows? So yeah, I just want to say that. So this card raids when it enters the battlefield, put with a +1/+1 counter on it if you attacked it with a creature this turn. So it's okay. Stormfleet Arsonist, 5 mana for a 4/4 raid. When it attacks, or when it enters the battlefield, if you attack with a creature, target opponent sacrifices a permanent, which means this could be a token. It could be even a clue token, which doesn't really, make them lose a lot. A land or anything. So it's okay of an effect. If it was on a cheaper mana costing creature, maybe would be better, but for the most part, it's okay. And then the last one for today is Favorable Winds. 2 mana, creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. It's already pretty good in Modern. I know, or decent in Modern, depending on the deck you build around it. I know Saffron Olive from MTG Goldfish did a video on a Modern version of this, and a good chunk of those cards were in Standard, so I'm sure we'll see that budget friendly or something come out where he'll have a Favorable Winds deck for Standard. But it's kind of a cool effect, and honestly I wouldn't mind some of these cards cycling through like core sets. I personally would like to see that, so that you can still kind of build a deck based on flying creatures, but with the next new 3 sets or 4 sets, and when stuff cycle out and cycle in each core set, I really think each core set should have like at least 20 to 30 cards that are not always reprinted, but they have a reprint spot, and a good few of them will stay around for a few months or for a few years. But you know, that's me. But yeah, these are the spoilers for September 6th. I'm going to do one more time of a refresh just in case one new one popped up out of nowhere. Make sure we don't miss anything. Okay, nope. So, thanks for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think of this set so far. You have a wonderful day.